Hey, what's up guys, Crave here, and let's look at more Mog sets that I come up with for my warrior, my prot warrior to be specific. Now, right now mogging is really just one of the things that I can do, or it has my attention until the next expansion launches. Now, I wish Legion would already drop, but given the state of Warlords and how it is, yeah, let's give Blizzard all the time they need to polish their new expansion and get more content into it. So, let's get into the point of this video. Here are the 5 Mog sets that, well, the additional 5 Mog sets that I've come up with for my warrior. As much as possible, I like to mix things up. So the mashup of green and blue hues, in my opinion, goes really well with this set. Now, it does borrow heavily from the earthen armor pieces, but this composition has a more, shall we say, a more solid feel to it. So, which is really good because it matches the theme of the Prot Warrior spec. Now, you can also use for your shield, I'm guessing Barricade of Eternity, but I think that shield looks a bit too thin, although it's pretty huge. I guess it's just a matter of preference. So if you're not a fan of the belt size you're seeing right now, you can also switch out to something a little bit simpler like the Cobalt belt. The last season PvP sets from Mist were nicely done, and because of that, I made some minor changes to the existing combination. The more obvious, I guess, would be armor-wise, which would be the chest piece, to basically just swap it out for something that shows more muscle. And I didn't like the gloves that went with the sets, so I got the cataclysmic ones. The no tabard look is the best, in my opinion, for this, for what you're seeing right now. And for the weapon, Hailstorm is a great pick, but if you want a more subtle blue hue, try Runescribe Blade from Ulduar, or maybe the Phantom Blade. Now, this set's similar to set 2, mainly because this was also one of the last PvP sets from Mists of Pandaria, but this is the Conquest equivalent of that, which again, with some pieces again swapped out. Now, this time I chose a tabard as the Prideful set's color fits the Baradin theme. Now, the winning piece for me, I guess it's, well, it's just for me, is really the Siegecrafter's Forge Hammer from the Orgrimmar encounter. Now, it's not really heavily customized, this whole set right now, but I like the overall look that I used. That I basically used it a whole lot. I think I used it until the end of Mist. The mix of red and earth type colors is really the central theme going on in this set. So it's a good mashup of different pieces, and the tabard sort of emphasizes the focus on quote-unquote fire. Now, the shoulder pieces, well, it was recently updated when I finally got the token from well, the token for the shoulder piece to drop. It took a while to get that. I don't know, maybe it's, well, RNG is just really like that. And I was also using a Wrath shield until this one from the current expansion dropped for me. Now, the crown I know isn't obtainable anymore, but you might have been lucky during that certain timed event. I don't remember what it was. That maybe you have that helm lying around in your bank somewhere. So, yep. This, if you want to try out some Mog sets, this would be a good chance to, to use that helm. This last set's, well, it's another mashup, but with more current content pieces. So some of the PvP and leveling pieces from Warlords were used, with the oldest pieces being the one-hander and shoulders. Now, I like the color combination that I achieved with this one, as it fits everything really well. Yeah, well, I do have some slight reservations about the boots, but for now I think it's a decent fit. Now, the Gulrock shield is something I'm still gunning for, but until that time, the current shields, what you're seeing right now, darker hue compared to similar looking ones, works fine. And there you have it, another 5 for the Prot Warrior class. And yeah, I'm working on more for my Lock and my Rogue, but I'm still pretty much unsure of some of the combinations on them, so I'm not sure when I can post them. But yeah, anyway, please give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was good, and subscribe to support my channel. As always, thanks for watching, guys.